You have any plans for weekend Liberty, Jack?
My sisters have been working in Los Angeles in a bomber factory. They're coming down to visit. I'm meeting them at the station at 6.
Good for you, Jack. Are they cute?
They're my sisters, Hank.
Attention! Final inspection before Liberty. Good job, Kelso.
Are we going somewhere, gentlemen? Full inspection. It had better be exceptional if any of you want liberty this weekend. Kelso, this carbine. The bore is dirty.
No, it isn't.
Are you arguing with me, Kelso?
Do what you need to do, Sergeant. You know the bore is immaculate.
Weekend liberty canceled. 2-day field drill. Clean this rifle.
No.
Do you know the penalty for insubordination, Kelso?
Jack, don't do it.
Forget him, Hank. He doesn't have what it takes.
Are you two finished? Are you going to clean this rifle?
No, Sergeant. Cole is right. I'm going to stop playing games and join a rifle company and fight the real enemy.
I tą retrospekcją rozpoczynamy kolejny odcinek z L.A Noire. Witam was bardzo serdecznie. Jak widzicie, sprawa nazywa się Pod kołami. Wow. No nieźle.
All right, gentlemen, I just got this handed to me. A hit-and-run felony at Ray's Cafe, 208 North Los Angeles. Got a patrolman on site. The coroner's on his way. Get down there, see if you can find any witnesses who can put a make on the car.
Mouthpiece store strips off me at the grand jury.
Ruszamy
Now the DA wants my head.
od razu do tej lokalizacji.
Poor guy must be going
And he
crazy.
still confessed.
I don't want to be rude, but I ain't got time to talk.
Dobra, pakuj się, Polak. Gdzie on jest?
Looks like the DA is going to press charges. And Rodriguez might do time.
I'll speak to the DA. She's suffering.
I don't know, Cole. She's an easy make, and the DA likes convictions.
I'll convince him to let it go.
How do you do that?
I'll give him something better.
Jesteśmy już na miejscu. Standardowe oględziny ciał i tak dalej. Od razu teoretycznie osoby, które możemy przepytać.
Over here.
Cole Phelps, traffic. What have we got?
Dick is a white male named Lester Patterson. Walked out of the bar and into the street. Car hit over there and he ended up here. Dead on impact by the look of it.
Have you canvassed the area?
The only one with anything useful to contribute is the young lady over there. She lives above the bar. Name is Shannon Perry. No, it's not a stage name. 24 years old, she left Kansas to follow the Yellow Brick Road.
Is that so?
We'll take a formal statement later. Right now we're going to take a look around.
Najpierw pogadamy z koronerem.
Phelps? You should take a look. Landed on his face and ended up here. The car must have struck him from behind.
Co my tu mamy?
Madison has life insurance.
Właśnie. Ciekawe, czy ktoś mi nie pomógł wpaść pod te auto. A i tutaj też mamy adres. Jest żonaty.
We can notify next of kin.
I tutaj to dolary tylko. Coś w rękach. Twarz. Nic na niej nie ma ciekawego. Nope. Druga ręka. Też nic. Dobra, zawijamy stąd.
What have you got on the victim?
From all reports, he was intoxicated at the time of the accident. I'll know how intoxicated once I've done the autopsy. Looking him over now, I'd say he died on impact.
What about the chest wound? Isn't that inconsistent?
Very common in auto injuries. Look for a car with a prominent hood ornament. Those things are killers.
Dobra.
Careful where you step, Phelps. I don't come down to the station house and tap dance on your desk.
Ja bym się rozejrzał tu po śmietnikach też. O krusa. No nie gadajcie.
A knife covered in blood.
Could be a steak knife. This is a hit and run case, Phelps. Anyone could have thrown away a kitchen knife.
In any case, we'll want tech services to scrub the alleyway before they bag the knife.
Może coś dla koronera powiemy, że jest nóż.
Sorry, Phelps. Do you mind if I get on with this?
Never the same, are they?
Ślady hamowania.
So the driver managed to brake before the impact.
No właśnie, czyli wszystko dla mnie wskazuje na...
This blood is a long way from the body. The car must have been going like a bat out of hell.
No i tam dojechał, tak?
Body traveled a good 20 feet.
You catch all the good ones, Phelps.
Pogadajmy z nią, później z barmanem.
All yours, detective.
Miss Perry?
Yes?
I'm Detective Phelps. This is my partner, Detective Bukowski. What kind of car was it?
A dark red Lincoln Continental.
Okej.
Did you see the license plate?
Only the first three letters, I'm afraid. 3C8.
To i tak świetnie.
Can you tell us what happened?
Well, I came to the window because I heard people arguing downstairs.
Then what happened?
I saw a car hit that poor man and knock him down the street.
Tell me more about the argument you heard.
Well, there were two voices. A man and a woman, that's all.
Dobra.
Go on.
Then a third person. Another man got involved.
Thank you, Miss Perry. Your information has been very helpful. You can go now.
You really think so? I hope you find that driver and put him away.
You certainly got away with the dames, Phelps.
Give it a rest, Bukowski.
Let's see what the patrons have to say.
I'll take the bartender. You work the rest of the room.
O, mamy filmik. Ale nie będę go oglądał. Nie chcę, albo dobra. Weźmy.
Have a seat.
Thanks, Doctor.
How are you finding working at the clinic?
It's, fine.
Are you sure?
Can I be honest with you, Doctor?
I would hope so, Courtney.
I was hoping that the therapy would be more beneficial.
Treatment can, unfortunately, be very long-term.
So many of the patients here are addicts, Doctor.
Many of them have been for years, Courtney. In the past, these people were condemned to sanatoriums. If we can reveal the root of the problem, then we have a chance to help them.
And until then, they stay sedated?
Do I detect a hint of reproach, Courtney?
I was expecting more, Doctor. I'm sorry. I don't mean to criticize.
Part of being a physician, Courtney, is learning to be patient.
How is it possible to keep so many of them on their medications, Doctor? Many of their addictions are illegal.
Oh, many things in life are gray, Courtney. What may on the surface appear to be illegal is actually of benefit to society at large.
Nie podoba mi się ten doktorek.
I'm Detective Phelps of the LAPD.
How can I help, Detective?
Your name would be a good start.
Dudley Lynch. Hired help. I run the place when the owner ain't around.
Where is the owner?
He stepped out. Somebody had to take Lorna, Mrs. Patterson, home.
Moment. Gość jak się nazywał? Okruca.
A witness overheard an argument.
Lester and Lorna. There's nothing like airing your dirty laundry in public, is there?
What was it about?
Who knows? The slightest thing could set those two off.
Okej, już spieprzyłem
Do you
jedno.
know the victim?
Yeah. Lester Patterson. He's a regular here, or he was.
Okej.
Not one of your favorite customers?
Lester was special, but not my kind of special.
Was Lester drinking alone?
No. He came here with his wife. She didn't seem too interested in the booze, though.
What can you tell me about the accident?
Not a lot. It was busy in here, and all I heard was the impact.
So what was he doing outside? It's against licensing regulations to drink on the sidewalk.
Lester and Lorna were having a fight. The owner made him take it outside. It was pretty ugly.
Thanks for your help, Lynch. I'm going to need you to sign a statement with the patrolman.
Sure, no problem.
You get anything out of the regulars?
They weren't giving too much away. They liked watching Lester and Lorna go a few rounds every other day. And Lester was a fan of the love tap.
Okej. Jakiś telefon mogę tutaj.
Operator, message for KGPL.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need to run a partial license plate, 3 Charles 8. Cross-check possible Lincoln owners. Suspect vehicle is a red Lincoln Continental.
Just a moment, Detective. Only one possible make on that license. Registered to a William Shelton, 738 West Temple Street.
Thanks.
Looks like we caught a break on this one.
Aczkolwiek mi ciągle się wydaje, że ten nóż tutaj coś ma.
Can you drive to this one?
All right. Where to?
No, ja bym chciał jeszcze zobaczyć poszlaki. Dobra. Lokalizację. Jedźmy do żony. Najpierw. Światło zapalone, więc...
Yes? Hello?
Mrs. Patterson.
Is this about my husband?
We're investigating the incident, ma'am.
I see. Come in, won't you?
Wygląda na dziwnie uśmiechniętą. Bo jestem zbyt podejrzliwy.
Can you tell me what happened?
What's to tell? He got hit by a car and now he's dead.
You don't appear to be too upset about the fact.
Lester and I met on a furlough in 44. We got married that weekend. People don't understand it now, but that happened a lot back then.
I see. So you probably did well to stick it out this long.
What's that supposed to mean, mister? I think it's about time you left. I have someone here.
I beg your pardon? You're gonna have to run that one by us again, sister.
It's okay, Lorna. I'm Leroy Sabo.
Well, well. Nice to see you're comforting the grieving widow, Mr. Sabo.
All right, wise guy. Do you have any intelligent questions you would like me to answer?
You can confirm Mrs. Patterson's story.
Lester lost at cards. He was kind of hard to control when he lost his temper. He turned without looking and walked right out in front of the car. It wasn't good.
What's your relationship with Mrs. Patterson, Mr. Sabo?
We're friends. Good friends.
You expect me to believe that?
Look, I was filing for divorce. Mental cruelty. Lester could be a mean son of a bitch.
And Lester knew about that?
No, I hadn't told him.
Well, hasn't this worked out well for the two of you? I feel almost bad for busting in on this little rendezvous.
Dobra. Wypadek.
How did the car come to hit Lester?
He walked straight into the path of an oncoming car.
Mhm.
You expect me to believe that, Lorna? It's all very convenient.
Gambling for Lester was like the needle for a hophead. He was yelling at me. He was yelling at the whole world. I kind of felt sorry for the driver. Poor guy had no chance.
Spieprzyłem. A nie, dobrze.
You were arguing in the bar and on the sidewalk?
We were always arguing. So what?
Admit it, you were baiting him, pushing his buttons. We can easily get the full story from the regulars in the bar.
All right. Lester was playing cards out back. He lost, of course, and wanted back in. He suggested I earn the money on my back to get a mistake. That was the proposition he was putting to his so-called buddies. So maybe I was a little angrier than usual. Let's just say I took exception to his idea.
You and Mr. Sabo have an interesting day.
I'm sure we will, officer. Now, if you could both just leave.
We're leaving, ma'am. Sorry for your loss. I can see what a tough time you're having with all this.
Ja z tym samym.
The autopsy result might have come back. Call in.
Sprawdźmy właśnie, czy...
Phelps, badge 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
Messages, please.
Just one detective from the coroner. Message reads, Phelps, see me at Central Morgue immediately. Results of the Patterson autopsy.
Thanks for your help.
Pojedźmy do kostnicy.
You know the way. You can drive.
Where are we going?
będziemy mogli coś tutaj zaradzić i dowiedzieć się, jak zginął człowiek. Jeżeli będziemy wiedzieli, że zginął z powodu auta, to wiemy, gdzie jest gość od auta i tam go złapiemy. A jeżeli jednak od noża, to będziemy musieli poszukać właściciela noża.
We can put the driver in front of a judge in less than a week.
You'd be making a big mistake.
Run that by me again?
The victim was dead before the car hit him. 2 puncture wounds to the right side of the thorax. Second puncture reached his heart.
You're kidding me.
Been doing this job 23 years, son. No one's ever laughed at one of my jokes.
He was stabbed to death?
Long, sharp knife. Length of a bayonet.
No to co znaleźliśmy?
We found a knife in the alleyway.
Where is it now? Was it bagged?
By Patrolman Kaplan.
Perfect. I'll get you a definite match.
Jesus, we got him. Murder 1. We were right there and they tried to stare us down. Now they'll both get the gas chamber. We have the knife, we have the coroner's report, and I bet we could roll Sabo as a witness. Let's bring her in.
Czyli wiecie, z powrotem.
You're behind the wheel.
So where you want to go?
Jeszcze raz do tych gołąbków.
Spoken to the coroner, Mrs. Patterson. He confirmed your husband's cause of death. We'd like you to come downtown and answer some questions.
It wasn't me. It was Leroy's idea. Leroy stabbed him. I had nothing to do with it.
Where is Leroy now?
He's in the bedroom.
You're very good, Lorna.
Put the gun down, Leroy. If you do something stupid now, you don't stand a chance in front of the grand jury.
Nice of you to give me up, sweetheart. All that whispering in my ear, telling me how we had to get rid of him, how good it could be, all the money we could claim, all that planning, how to get him into the street, how to make it look like an accident.
For God's sake,
you had
Leroy,
all
shut
the
up.
bases covered, baby.
I had nothing to do
you
with it.
You think I'm gonna fry for you,
He's
Lorna?
a crazy man. Shoot him. Shoot him, for God's sake.
Whoa!
Too late, Sabo.
Czy ją i tak by czekał? Czekałaby komora.
Stop or I will shoot. Come any closer and I will pull the trigger.
Put the weapon down now. You want to back?
Help me!
You look spooked, Phelps. I thought you'd been under fire before.
It never gets any easier, Bukowski.
Kicharzy. Zastrzeliliśmy go, a nie dostał sprawy.
So, I give you a hit and run. You bring me back fraud, conspiracy, and first-degree murder. This is how a good detective operates, Phelps. You take nothing at face value. You keep digging and asking questions until you get to the truth. You got some sharp elbows on you, detective. I like that. Keep up the good work.
Ta sprawa, jak widać, była sporo krótsza. Może też ze względu, że używaliśmy szybkiej podróży. No w sumie to też prawda tutaj w tych uwagach, co jest. Mogliśmy też zawinąć gościa, ale dostaliśmy 4 gwiazdki. Nie jest źle. No dobra, trzymajcie się i do następnego. Hej!